I am alive and it's good to be alive, and today we're checking out Robin Hood. Today we're checking out Ivara. Ivara's awesome. She's like a stealthy archer character. She's kind of a pain in the ass to get, but I thought I would show you why she's worth the pain in the ass. Or unless you like pain in the ass, and then in which case you may just want to do it anyway. Her first power is basically a cyclable power, so if you tap the power button, you can actually cycle between 4 different types of arrows. One of them is a zipline arrow, which is really nice in big open spaces, not so much for tight quarters like this, but it basically just creates a zipline for you to walk on. This is really fun because you can shoot enemies from up here, and depending on the weapon you have, it is or isn't very useful. The other arrow I don't really find too useful because my playstyle, I don't need it. It's a noise arrow. It'll basically attract enemies to its location. Maybe helpful if you're already invisible, but then at that point, it's like, who needs it? However, a cool arrow I do like, and probably my favorite, is the sleep arrow. If you shoot the arrow next to an enemy, they fall asleep, leaving them vulnerable to getting shot in the fucking face like they deserve. Her second power is pretty cool. It allows you to control whatever projectile you last shot, if it is a viable projectile, that is to say the least. So for example, if I were to shoot an arrow right now, I actually get to control it. And there we go. Yes, I have pierced both of that man's testicles. Job well done. Her third power is really cool. It allows you to turn invisible. You cannot run or jump. You cannot run or bullet jump in this ability. You will decloak, but you can still somersault, so you can do some daggone acrobats. And also, if you stay close to an enemy, you can actually steal their shit like the little hood rat that you are. Rob from the rich, I say, or the mentally and physically deformed. And last, but definitely not least, after I juice, her ultimate, and by far my favorite ability for her, and why I play her, Artemis Bow. She gets a bow that takes whatever mods you have on your primary weapon, and this thing absolutely destroys. I would classify Ivara as very much a glass cannon. As you can see, I only have 300 shields and 225 health, but my god, this bow does not mess around. So as you can see here, if you fire almost immediately, all of your arrows fire in a straight up and down pattern, allowing you to do maximum damage to singular targets due to the fact that you can get more arrows into their body that way. It does not actually deal increased damage like this. It is just because you're maximizing how many arrows are hitting the enemy, as opposed to if you fully charge the shot, you will notice that the arrows spread to the sides. As you charge, my charge time is really fast, so it's kind of hard to show you, but what the fuck? Die, you beast! So as you charge, you will notice this dotted line that spins around your reticle. That is basically showing you where your arrows are going to end up. So if you time it just right and you want it to be at an angle, you can. I've done that before. I don't find it terribly useful, but basically up close, if a bombard or something is giving you a hard time, you can fire straight up and down. Or if you just want to clear the shit out of a hallway, I tell you what, this fucking Artemis Bow does the trick. On top of that, as if she wasn't cool enough, you can be invisible while using this fucking thing. So look, you can just roll around like this. Fuck that guy, what's he's gonna do, right? A great stealth frame too. There's an augment mod you can get for her from one of the syndicates that allow you to walk straight through laser grids while you're invisible, making her super helpful for spy missions, etc. She's also not a bad frame if you're trying to farm rare resources from or mods, say from, a unique enemy like Sentience. I've seen people bring Ivara and then they will cloak and steal from the Sentience and then kill them to increase the drops. If you want to get Ivara, basically you get her parts from spy missions. This is a really huge pain in the ass and is really just up to RNG. I've had some people get all of her parts in like 25 runs. I farmed her for a couple hours with my fiance last night. Only got one part. Huge pain in the ass. But basically what you do is you do spy missions, and to even qualify for getting one of her parts, you have to successfully extract all 3 data streams. You cannot let any of the datas purge. You basically get her systems at a low drop chance for doing spy missions between levels 1 to 15. For her chassis, I believe it's 15 to 25, and then for her blueprint and neuroptics, those can both drop from spy missions that are level 26 or higher. She's got 2 nice Tenogen skins now, and some really interesting helmets that I think really make her stand out and help her be unique. She's a super fun frame. Again, can't take a lot of hits, but you know what? A lot of people don't seem to mind that, and I think she's just too much fucking fun to have an arrow that does this much damage. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you guys have a kick-ass day, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.